the Goldberg variations certainly came because in the 19th century these variations were more or less absolutely unknown, and there was no pianist who had an idea to play it on the piano, because it was written for a cembalo or a harpsichord with two manuals, and so there was probably nobody had the idea or the fantasy to play it on one piano with one manual. And so Reinberger certainly had the idea to write it because he wanted to make the wonderful piece more popular, right? And he had a sort of idol. He was very fond of the music of Bach and Mozart, and he knew probably that Bach himself wrote a transcription of some of his contrapunti, the art of the fugue. And Bach wrote for two pianos a special transcription. So he had a sort of, already the idea of inspiration of making it. And so he made this transcription. And later on, Max Reger, 20 years later, after this transcription, Reger played this version several times in concert, and he was very fond of that transcription. And he made a little revision. He changed a little bit the dynamics and the articulations, or he probably made it just a little bit more romantic, let's say. And when we got to know the piece, we found that we could not just play these variations in the way Reger played it or Reinberger played it. We felt that we had to find our own way with the today's idea of Baroque music. I mean, there was a great development during the last 20, 30, 40 years in the interpretation of Baroque music. And so we found that we have to try to somehow bring it back to the Baroque world. And so I think our version is a sort of is the third or the fourth version of the piece.
Means a very special thing for us, because every one of us has its own identity, and every one of us was like accomplished pianist before we came to play together. It was actually not our idea to form a duo. Every one of us was performing like a soloist, but Andreas' agent, she was a very fine lady, very clever, and it was her idea that we should perform together as a duo, and she organized once a concert which it was only possible to play if you would have played a concert for four hands, one piano. At the beginning we didn't really want to do it, but she insisted upon doing this concert, and it was quite a success, and we found lots of repertory for piano duo on one piano and on two pianos, and since then we really fell in love with this way of playing the piano, because it's not only his person or my person, it's a third person which is the combination of our both personalities, of both individualities. So we have like a super ego, super musical ego, I would say, which we really feel well with this, and with this super ego we try to perform all those and to interpret those pieces, which meanwhile are repertories.